College sports valuations are surging, driven by bigger media deals, expanded playoffs, conference realignment. Among the factors changing the college landscape and driving record valuation, you've got name, image, and likeness rights, known as NIL, and a pro sports business model all taking shape. The top 75 athletic programs are now worth a total of $51.2 billion. That's up 24% from 2024, according to CNBC's official college valuations list, which is out today. This year's most valuable athletic program is the University of Texas at Austin, which is valued at almost $1.5 billion, $1.48 billion. They're followed by Ohio State, Texas A&M, University of Georgia, and the University of Michigan. And joining us right now is the man behind the list, CNBC's very own senior sports reporter, Michael Ozanian. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Great to be here.
That is a big jump in these valuations, better than any of the major averages this year. The NASDAQ is up by about 19% for the year to date. So what happened?
Well, as you read, Becky, what we're seeing is a huge increase in media rights. The Big 12 just doubled its media rights agreement. If you look at the top of the list, dominated by Big 10 and SEC schools, they have the largest media rights deal. The college football playoffs, currently 12 teams. They just got a new deal with ESPN. It's going to increase the value to $1.3 billion starting next year. The college football viewership is second only to the NFL. So you're going to see media rights continue to increase, thus the interest from private equity.
And by the way, these are schools with big football programs.
Oh,
Those are the ones that are at the top of the list.
Football's the driver.
There are going to be fans, legions of fans, who follow this pretty closely. And I'm guessing the University of Alabama fans and the Notre Dame fans are going to be ticked off at you. Where are our programs? Why are they not in the top
Well,
five?
Notre Dame's ticked off because they missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
and I
that
think
too.
they should have. Wait, listen, Notre Dame just got a new TV deal itself. They're an independent in football.
They're the unicorn of all of them.
Exactly.
They're the only ones that can do this without the
Exactly.
confidence.
So their deal is actually very good. So they're going to be moving up in value. But if you go to overall revenue, one of the things we do include our donor money. So like University of Texas, they got a huge increase from donors. One of the reasons was they renovated their stadium. They've redone the locker rooms. So that can have big year-to-year fluctuations. Ohio State, actually, for the fiscal year we looked at, had 2 fewer home football games, which is one of the reasons why their revenue didn't climb as much.
Explain the methodology. Explain what you put into this.
So we basically look at total revenue, and then we apply a multiple.
Oh, by the way, there's Notre Dame at number 6. Tennessee and USC still beat out Alabama, which comes in right ahead of Nebraska.
We start with total revenue, and then we adjust the multiple of revenue we look at based on things, how much NIL money are they getting? Because starting next year, NIL money is going to be on the balance sheet. So it's a big factor. It's one of the areas that you noted that is surging in college sports.
The NIL money that they're getting, is that largely coming from alumni? Where else are they getting?
It's largely coming from alumni or outside programs outside of the school that basically facilitate this for the individual players. So it's coming from both. That's one of the things that they're trying to figure out is, how do they organize this and regulate it? Yeah,
it's a tricky question for sure. There's also this whole question about private equity that is now looking at all these programs as a way of getting more NIL money coming in. And this is really, this is no more a college program at this point. This
is pros. It's the pros. And the University of Utah became the first school to cut a private equity deal. They announced that a few days ago. Some private equity deals, they're looking at entire conferences. The pension fund in California is, gotten pretty close to doing it with the Big 10 just on their media rights. USC and University of Michigan sort of have pushed back against it at this point. But some of these deals may take entire conferences.
What's your thought on what it does to the sport, how it changes things, how it changes the university programs? I mean, we've always emphasized that these are student athletes, emphasis on student in many of these programs. That doesn't seem to be the case necessarily for the future.
It's professional sports.
These are like gladiators.
And it's these players now, you see they go into the player portal. They change teams almost every year, some of the better players. They're not starting on one team. They go to another school. So really, people are trying to wrap their head around this and figure out, how do we monetize it? How do we keep the team really good? And thus you're seeing coaches like Lane Kiffin leave. He leaves Mississippi, goes to LSU for this enormous contract. Why? He thinks he has a better chance of winning a national championship there.
You know, I watched the Nick Nolte the college basketball movie,
Great
Blue
movie.
Chips. It was 1994. I just watched it again this past week, and it was shocking in how it kind of laid out the precursor to everything that's happening right now. I'm surprised that hasn't gotten more attention and kind of a resurgence, because that was all based on this idea that he didn't want any dirty money coming in. And the pressure that he was under to try and win with these situations. I can only imagine these college coaches are facing so much of it now. It's not fair to rip off the college athletes and have the schools make all this money,
right.
But this brings all kinds of new problems of its own in terms of what it does.
Yeah, what I think's going to happen, one of my concerns, a lot of people's concerns early on, is what's going to happen for the less popular sports. So what happens to the volleyball team, the swim team, and so forth. And what I think is going to happen, it's going to take a number of years, is those sports too will be able to monetize their popularity and revenue streams. Because if you look at, for example, the WNBA or the NWSL, the Women's Professional Soccer League, you go back 5 years ago, their revenue, their valuations were nothing. People woke up and said, these women's sports are incredibly popular. A lot of people do watch them. They want to see them on social media. So I'm hopeful that as popular sports like men's football, men's basketball, we're seeing all the money pour in. I'm hopeful that more money will pour into these other sports as well.
Question for you. Your friend Alex Sherman was here and talked about the possibility of lockouts this year.
At the WNBA.
Major League Baseball and WNBA this coming year. That was sort of one of the predictions of one of the executives that was anonymously quoted. I don't know if you think that's even possible, but if it is, what happens to all of these valuations that we're talking about?
Well, I go back to the NHL. Gary Bettman had
Worked
two,
out for him.
right? And he put in a hard cap. They missed a couple of years. It really hurt revenue, hurt value short term, but it's really paid off long term. The value of an NHL team has soared. My personal opinion is the players in the WNBA aren't getting their fair share.
That's what I think too. I understand the Gary Bettman school of thought on this, but the WNBA.
Yeah, and I also think that for Major League Baseball, they have a huge problem because right now, you know, you have the Dodgers and then you have everybody else. But the Dodgers tie to Guggenheim and all that money and the ability to defer the contracts, I think you will have a strong enough constituency of teams that are going to. If
the WNBA does a lockout, I mean, the difference now is there's a competitor. Unrivaled, and maybe Unrivaled goes broader, does it longer. So they're only in the off season right now. But if you do a lockout with the WNBA right now, I think you run a bigger risk of some competitor popping up and taking them.
But ultimately, the competition will be good for the players at some point. You know, again, it's short term, no. But these players, you know, you look at these players, they get some great viewership numbers out there. It's you know, it's very exciting.
They are the ones bringing the fans.
Exactly. You know, and that's the same thing that happened with college sports that we're talking about. The players woke up and said, hey, the schools are making all this money from these used TV deals. Then the coaches started to make all this money. What about us? And when they won that court case, it opened up the window for this.
Yeah, I'm so torn because you see both sides of it, but you don't want the athletes who are actually doing the work to be taken.
Genie's out of the bottle, as they say.
Yeah.